Welcome to the sealed only Digimon Challenge. Join me on my adventure as we battle through every enemy that comes our way, selecting of all 6 colours of decks on a budget of £20 per week. Can you do it? Can you be the next Digi-destined tamer? Welcome to sealed only episode 10. As you may have seen from the thumbnail, from the little snippet of our transition a second ago, next episode is going to be a bit weird because I planned it all out that I was going to get premium product for next episode, and that way I could then stretch out the box a little bit more and essentially make it till when Great Legends released. But since premium pack is now being pushed back to the end of May, and then Great Legends and the decks now being pushed into early July, everything's been shuffled around a bit more than it should have been. Now, I'm having to go. I should have pre-planned this. My wife pretty much told me about this, to be honest. Like, you should have a second plan. No, everything's fine. They won't do it again. They did it again. But for now, this is how we're going to do this. We're going to open up the rest of the box in episode 11, and I'm going to try and see if we can find some product that we can put in as well to make up some numbers. But yeah, that's it now, really, for what I can say. Episode 10 is really good. I'm really happy with this episode. We're getting further and further into actual decks that work. And thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you guys coming to watch us. We do spend a lot of time and effort putting these together for you guys. I'm glad that, you know, people are liking these. Even people who don't like this, all we ask, if you don't like something, could you at least leave a comment and say what you didn't like about it? Because we can never really improve on something if you don't give us any hints of why we're, you know, this content is bad or this content wasn't to your approval. But with that being said, we're enjoying ourselves here. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Like, comment, subscribe if you're not already, and we'll see you guys in the video. Oh, people don't really do this anymore because it's like 2021, but maybe share the video for us, because we're just trying to get a little bit bigger on the channel. We have just received like a big bump of people. Thank you so much for joining us if you are here today. I think we've received like 18 new subscribers in the last month, which is fantastic for our channel. Hopefully by maybe the end of April, beginning of May, we might have 150 subscribers to the channel, which would be fantastic. But that's not to discredit our current subscribers, as you guys are fantastic, and thank you for joining us for our weekly episodes. With that being said though, I will see you in the pack openings. Guys, episode 10. I don't care what you think, we made it. We got to episode 10. We've opened money's worth of product. Let's stare over the bin, waiting for these packs to go in. There's a good chance we're going to pull some good stuff. Let's go for it. So we did open the All Force Vidramon in the last episode, so we might not pull anything good again. We've had, I think, 6 of our pulls so far, so we still have to 3. There's 3 packs left in the box to open for this series, and then we should be on something a bit special further down the line. But yeah, so we should pull at least one thing from here. So we've got Kunmon, we've got Rapidmon, we've got Necrophobia, Toludamon, Betamon, Skull Mirrormon, Nico Punch, Vidramon, not the good Vidramon, Code Cracking, Naramon, Cherubimon, and a Crescarumon. That could definitely go in our black deck, as our black deck could do with some more love. And I love the artwork on this thing. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but I love the artwork on it. Cherubimon, when attacking, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, place 1 yellow Digimon from your trash on top of your security deck. I like this, and that's kind of why I keep saying that the yellow security gain Digimon is really good in this. But we haven't seen any Akilamons yet, which is a bit concerning. We've seen like multiples of the others. I think the only one we haven't seen multiples of so far is Greymon. We haven't seen 1 Akilamon yet. We've seen a few Armadillomons in yellow. It's a bit concerning, but I'm not too worried just yet. Torimon, Dokugumon, Armadillo, just mention him. Armadillomon, Agumon, Beast Cyclone, Agatamon, a Saberdramon, Like, we need one more of these and that's it. We've got the playset. Plopmon, on play, look at the top card of your security stack. You may add that card to your hand to trigger draw one. It's pretty good. Bastetmon. Demi Vmon, we already know that I like this one, so it's a good chance. X Vmon, this is a great card. And when digivolving and suspend one of your level 4 or lower Digimon, I think it's pretty good, especially if it has jamming on it. Brewell Ludramon, again, this is one of those cards that if we were to get maybe Ragnarlordmon, we definitely would be looking at this. For now we aren't, but I think it's still a great card, and I didn't take off the play card. But yeah, I'm happy to see that. That is quite an uncommon card, if you didn't know already. Other than 3 boxes on the chat, well, on the Twitch channel. And we hadn't seen one of those yet, so that's pretty good. So yeah, it's a lot more rarer than people think it is. Or at least I just got very unlucky finding them. But there are 35 rares. Oh, just as I'm looking here, because we haven't actually looked at this at all during the season. You got your 64 commons, 40 uncommons, 35 rares, 10 supers, and 3 secrets. And then obviously there's alternate arts for some of these as well. Go! Gyramon. Pass mistake. Mega Seedramon. Gomamon. Roji Ludamon. Volcanic Flare. Angimon. Argamon. Vikemon. Minomon.
Glorious Burst. Glorious Burst.
Fantastic card if you're going to play Sharon Greymon. And then a card we haven't seen yet, which we're definitely going to be seeing more of in the future, is Rose Greymon. When digivolving, you may play one yellow Tamer card from your hand without paying its memory cost. Any on-play effect of that Tamer, though, is not activated. It's still a really good card. Like, I think people don't give this card enough credit, especially in the future. Like, it's really good now, but in the future it's going to get even better. Obviously it's really good now because it makes Shine Greymon a little bit more of a tool than it should be. Meramon, Gargamon, Auroramon, Death Parade Blaster, Tankmon, Super Egamon, Ikakumon, Erdramon, Ludamon, which I don't think I really said, but it's a good black card. We have to start fighting. Again, I think this is... Oh, God. Hide it. A second Rose Greymon. Alright then. And then All Force Vidramon. Now, as I said, if we get more V stuff, I definitely will be looking at playing these in the deck, but for now I don't think we will, but it's fantastic. It's a card I love to see. Look at the design on that card. That is where it's at, boys and girls. But no, sadly I don't think we will be playing him for now, but as I said, possibly in the future, especially when we get around to getting the All Force deck, I can definitely see us popping that in as one of these other megas. And then maybe we won't use those as, because obviously they're constructed decks, are a bit better than just basic decks that we're pulling out here. Maybe more fun. Who knows? Holy Wave, Argamon, Shamanmon, Pistron Laser, Vmon. Is this a good Vmon? Once per turn, when this Digimon becomes suspended during your main phase, trigger draw one. Yeah, I like this Vmon compared to the jamming Vmon, just because I don't think the jamming Vmon's that good. Jewel Vmon. It's decent. It's essentially the green version of Metal Tranamon in red currently. I think it's really good, just obviously not amazing. Clockmon. Post turn, this Digimon gets 1000 DP. There's a line of these basically where you can make your blockers just have ridiculous amounts of DP, so you just smush yourself to death. Says one on deletion. Again, it's one of these deletion ones. I don't know how I feel about these because obviously being killed isn't deletion. It has to be an effect. It's very unique. Flymon, Kakinmon. Oh god. Dark Despair, and we have a Blitz Greymon. So that's, I think, all of our pulls from this set now. Which means the last 3 packs, and I went in order, don't have anything better than rares in. Which means, depending on what those rares are, depends actually how good the deck's going to look at the end of 1.5. That's a little bit concerning. Not in a bad way, just in a weird way. So, I never really wanted to play Blitz Greymon in the red decks, but I probably will look at playing him in the black deck maybe, just just as a stronger beat stick. I don't think I'm going to play all 4 Digimon until we get the decks, as I've already said, and I could definitely look at putting Crest Grumon in the black deck. So, this week was interesting. Let's jump over to the deck profiles and we can see what we can make with these, but yeah, this is interesting, as like I've said. See you over there. To episode 10's deck profile. So, as you can see, we're having a bit of a change up here to our decks. So first of all, Agumon for Agumon. Now I love Agumon, and I do think that this is a fantastic rookie, but we want to be starting playing things that are super cheap. You know, if this is what we got in our hand, but we don't have a chance to play on a rookie, we just need to get things out. I'd rather pay 2 than a 3. Rapidmon. This card gets 1000 DP for each of your opponent's suspended Digimon. Now, I love having Metal Tranamon. I think Metal Tranamon is one of the coolest cards we have in this deck. But the other thing is, it's 1 cheaper to play if we have to play it from our hand. And we are trying to shy away now from the Rust Tyrannomon build, if we can. We've got a couple packs left to open from the box. I've already pulled a Ceresmon, so there's no chance of pulling another Ceresmon. What else do we have? But we are getting more. We are getting premium pack as of next week. So there's a chance that we could pull another Ceresmon. There's a chance that we could pull something else. But I do think Rapidmon's going to be better for now, as we need to start pulling away from the Metal Tranamon. So Gargamon for Kabuterimon, again, it's just a cheaper on-play effect. It is 1000 DP less, but they do essentially have the same built-in passive, which is this card gets 1000 for each of your opponent's suspended Digimon. This card gets 1000 DP for each of every suspended Digimon your opponent has. So, basically the same thing, just slightly different wording. Oromon, I think this is fantastic. It's a from play from hand, not a play cost card. 5000 DP, it's pretty good. It's better than some champions we have available to us, but we are going to get rid of Quagmire. As much as I do like this card, I think that this will probably benefit us when we get things like maybe a Chaosmon in the deck, just more attack. Frymon is okay, but he benefits from having multiple opponents Digimon suspended at one time to get the DP, whereas you will always get the 1000 DP if you're attacking into someone's Digimon, which, since this is basically Stingmon's baby form, and all you want to do with Stingmon is just smash into things so it has piercing and it gets its attack bonus, the more attack it has, the better. So we're going to play a Yatamon with the one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1000 DP for the turn on a inherited effect instead of this. As if you have form of security game or memory, that's pretty good early game, but if we do get smashed quite early, which if you're going against Rookie Rush, Yellow has a kind of an issue with Rookie Rush. You know, you want to be able to just get rid of things. Seven Heavens, as much as it's done this really well so far, I think that Glorious Blast is going to be better. As soon as we can get 2 rookies on the field, this basically gets nullified. At the same time, though, it doesn't have a activation from security effect, so that can be an issue for us. But we still hold, I think we're having 2 of these in our deck still. We are doing some big changes to yellow because of what we've got. So we've got a Cherubimon, we're taking out Kentorismon. We never seem to get to activate Kentorismon. Kentorismon is obviously fantastic versus Rookie Rush. But most when you get one on the field, you're only going to live another turn or 2 anyway. And there's no chance that you're going to beat down their team fast enough. So we're going to put in a Cherubimon, which is when you have 3 or fewer security cards placed when you get a Digimon from your trash on top of your security stack. We don't have a Ankylamon, which is the evolved form of Armadillomon, yet. We can always pull one, hopefully do, and that way we can look at actually putting that into the deck to make it recur into the into the security from the graveyard. Lotmon, just a fantastic card. I'll play it, look at the top card of your security stack. You may add that card to your hand to trigger draw 1. So you're basically drawing 2 cards for the on-play activation. Going to remove a Patamon for that. Nothing wrong with Patamon, it's just I think that's probably just a better choice for now. We're going to take out a Tokamon and we're going to add in a Noramon, which is when this Digimon is suspended, all of your security Digimon get 1000. And that's how we're going to have to play this deck, I think, from now on, is just build it around security. So, someone tries to smash into you, they just don't have a chance. I'm going to take out the bad Anju-Woman. This is the deck Anju-Woman, it's actually not that bad. If you have 3 or less security, you can recover deck equal to 1, but I think it's pretty good. But with how we're going to build this now, we do want to activate the Yellow Tamers onto the field as quick as possible. We're going to play a second Rise Greymon. We got really lucky, we drew 2 from that last opening. Get rid of the Angemon instead. I don't really want to just get rid of all the Angiwomans, and that is the one of your opponent's Digimon gets 1000 DP for turn. It's pretty good, but I do think it's going to be better if we can have this. And it has the while you have 3 or more yellow tamers, this Digimon gains a security attack +1. It's pretty good. As I said before, we're going to put more TKs in. So these are the TKs from the deck. That's all your security Digimon get 1000 DP, 2000 DP on your opponent's turn. We remove the second Seven's Heavens. We actually pulled another one of these TKs at some point. I do like this TK. I do think it's pretty good. You want to list one of these in the field. We're going to remove a Blade of the True. We're not looking to stack our security anymore, in all fairness. We might be able to in the future, when if we get lucky, get maybe a War Greymon. But for now, no. So we're going to move 2 of the Blade of the Trues and add 2 of the Takashis, just because we just need to get as much support from our security as possible. We're going to remove the second Kentorasmon. We're going to have the 4th TK, as I've said. We just want to basically look at our security stack as a fortress upon itself. You hit into it, there's not 99% chance your Digimon's going down. Move to Ceresmon, putting in the other TK. That's right, we pulled 3 of these goddamn things during 1.0's opening. It's going to remove another Ceresmon. So that's how awesome that is. So I think we now have 7 Tamers in the yellow deck, and we're going to remove a Patamon for the other TK, I believe. So we have Kikinimon. We aren't playing a level 7 in the black deck just yet, but we do need another baby, so this is just helpful for having another baby. We have a Blitz Greymon that we pulled, and we have the High Andromon. So we're going to remove those out of there, just because it's a better Digimon. Same DP. It does cost more to Digivolve and play, but it does have the piercing effects, and when Digivolving you have Digivolve 2. That's going to be really good against someone's Omnimon or someone's Ceresmon maybe. And as we said at the beginning of the, I think it was episode 6, maybe episode 7, when we pulled this originally, I wasn't going to play this, but because we've got the option with the other one, I do think black should be a bit more powered up than it is. Black has been pretty cool for us so far, but there isn't any end game sort of knocking on the doors situations. We also pulled a Crest Grumon. So it's getting awkward to see what we want to fill our deck with. We only had 4 Megas in this deck, so now we have, I think, 5. Really do looking that up, but we do have a lot of options in this deck. So we're going to move 1 Spiral Sword. We're going to play the Crest Grumon instead. Has Reboot. When Digivolving, reveal 1 card from the top of your deck. It's a good card. It's not fantastic. It's not the best card in red or black at the moment, but it's pretty good for now. It's just it's a good filler. We're going to play a Tankmon. We're going to remove the Mamimon. Again, if we had like a level 7 that we could play, so if we had a Alter S or we had a Ragnar Lordmon, I think it'd be a really good card. But for now, I just want to play something a bit better, in my opinion, which is the Tankmon Champion. We are low on champions in this black deck. We're going to remove the Sukimon. We're going to put in a Clockmon, just because I think the effect of Clockmon is really good. You know, obviously it's a very cheap to play. It's basically a Numemon as well. On deletion, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play a Tumon amongst them. I do think that's pretty good, and we do have a lot of Tumons in this deck. But I think for now, Clockmon's going to be our answer. We don't have a lot of blockers, and I'm going to say this now. When we get to the black deck that comes out, you have a Megadramon that has Inherited Effect blocker. If we're going to get 4 of these, and we can get the 4 of those out, our Megas are going to just be beefy boys. And then for the blue deck, so we're going to put another Vmon in. We're going to take out the Gabmon. Now I do like the Gabmon, but it is effective essentially on a level 5 or less. Once you get Megas, he has no chance of it being occurring. So it's when this Digimon becomes unsuspended for the main phase, trigger draw 1. We've got a couple of these in there now, so basically we can get 2 draws per main phase. Fantastic. Going to take out the Summon, which is this Digimon gets 1000 DP when battling an opponent's Digimon that has no Digivolution cards, which is pretty good. But Demi-Vmon here is once per turn, if this Digimon has jamming, trigger draw 1. Now, we aren't really moving towards a jamming deck, but we do have jamming as a side option. The X-Vmon, so if you don't know about this, this is a nice little trick. If you have the Vmon with jamming, and it hits into something, and it obviously doesn't get destroyed by an option card, you can then play this on top of it. If it's still your turn, you can unsuspend it, and then you can attack again. So, I think it's pretty good, personally speaking. We're going to remove the Grumon from the deck in here. Trust the distribution card at the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. I think it's really good, but we do have the Kakumon, I think it is, that does the same thing. Then on to purples. So, Saberdramon, essentially it's a Devimon Light. Devimon's probably the best Retaliator in the game currently. But we are going to remove the Wizardmon. In all fairness, Wizardmon probably does need to be removed from our deck as we don't play any yellow cards in our purple deck. In the future, if there's some really good purple-yellow card synergies from like maybe set 6 or set 7, maybe we could look at doing like the cross colours. But right now I don't really think purple-yellow is amazing as a deck. And then Necrophobia. Heat Vapor's pretty good. I do like Heat Vapor. So Heat Viper. But purple essentially is going to dig itself out, and we do need some ways of actually combating that. So for 5 cost we can get ourselves probably like an 8 cost out of the trash here for a ultimate, which is pretty good in my opinion. But that is our new deck profiles for now. If there's anything you guys have seen in the past that you like, and you think we should maybe not mess around with too much, or if like whatever really you think, to be honest, let us know in the comments. We are happy to take any criticism as like what these decks could be. In all fairness, I have thought occasionally maybe putting back the Vegemons into the green deck because they are very cheap to evolve. But I do think we need a bit more power behind some of those plays, as they are vanillas after all. That's it for deck profiles. We'll see you into the battles right now, and have fun, yeah?
Match 1. Green versus yellow. Green goes first, plays a Minimon, and then summons a Ogremon. Togemon is brought onto the field, and Gatomon is played onto the field. TK is then played, go back to green. Green attacks with their Ogremon, hitting a lightning port. The effect does not affect Ogremon. Ogremon is then played to the field. First turn, it evolves into a Rise Greymon, activating the effect of Rise Greymon to bring out another TK. Green's turn, Ogremon's hitting the security stack. Using Terra Clusters to remove the Rise Greymon from the Gatomon, putting it on the bottom of the deck, or then putting Gatomon into the trash pile. Green then plays a Tapiamon, evolving into a Cesariamon, bringing out a Kudamon, evolving into an Unimon. Then spending for the turn, evolving into a Lilymon. Opponent draws a turn, moves out the Cesari onto the field, playing a Kari, evolving into an Agumon, then into a Kabuterimon, using Hidden Potential discovered, suspending the Ogremon to bring out a Rosemon, attacking with the Rosemon being blocked by the Unimon, defeating it, then evolving into a Rapidmon. Opponent gets married due to Kari's effect. Drawing for the turn, bring out an Upamon, bring out another TK. Upon bring out the TK, looking for the security stack to bring out another card, which is another Kari. Attacking with the Cesariamon, hitting a Palmon, playing a Kari. Green's turn, bring out the Rapidmon, and suspending for the turn. Spending the Ogremon to bring out a Ceresmon for cheaper. Rosemon and Ceresmon then hitting the Cure stacks, evolving into a Blossomon. Turn goes back over to yellow. Yellow evolves the Upamon into a Tapiamon, half playing a Petermon, using his effect to bring out a Tinkermon. Green plays an Agumon into an Agumon, drawing again, and spends for the turn. Rosemon attacks for game. Match 2. Blue versus red. Who goes first plays Yokomon into a Vavoramon, evolving into a Greymon. Blue plays a Upamon into a Vmon, playing a Rena, and failed the draw. Red moves Greymon to the field, evolving into a Metal Greymon. Blue moves over, puts Beamon on the field, puts a Grizzlymon on the field. Red draws, plays a Kuramon into an Agumon, into another Greymon. Attacking with Metal Greymon, hitting a Metal Garurumon. Beamon's then played onto the field. Blue draws, playing another Oopmon into a Bearmon, playing a Sovereign Blue, stopping Beamon from fighting for the turn. Then it evolves the Grizzlymon into a Garurumon, evolving the Greymon into a Lava Greetamon, and then into a Volcanodramon. Blue evolves into a Metal Garurumon. Playing a Yokomon into an Agumon, into a Dark Trainamon. Evolving the Volcanodramon into a Omnimon, using its Digivolving effect to remove the Metal Greymon from the field. Blue plays a Hammerspark, then it plays a on-play effect Capmon to draw a card. Then using Nails to remove the blocker from underneath Garurumon. Moving the Doctramon to the field, evolving the Beamon into a Greymon. Attacking with the Gabumon, hitting a tie. And using a Howling Crusher to destroy all the Digivolution sources of all the cards on the field. Summoning a Gigimon, evolving into an Agumon. Summoning out a Sora, playing a tie, evolving the Agumon into a Cauldramon. Blue moves their Bearmon to the field, attacking with the Bearmon to the screw stack. V1 attacks being hit by a Cauldramon. V1 attacks being hit by a Cauldramon. Where Garurumon hits a Lava Greetamon, I pay 2 memory, have Grizzlymon attack and win the game. Match 3, Black versus Purple. Purple goes first, playing a Demi-Mirmon to the field, and then a Wizardmon onto the field. Black draws, puts a Caparimon to the field, evolves into a Tumon, evolving into a Tankmon, evolving into a Metal Greymon, then playing a Ludamon to the field, excavating nothing from the top of the deck. Purple's turn, Purple draws. Purple plays an Akinimon to the field. Black moves their breeding area onto the field and evolves into a Crest Garurumon. They have 2 Digimon on the field, so I get to search 2 cards. Both places members are at the bottom of the deck, and I pull out a Tumon. Crest Garurumon hits twice due to its inherent effect because it has Reboot on its body, it gains a security attack, evolving Ludamon into a Greymon. Purple draws a turn. Purple evolves into a Mistymon. On Digivolve effect, move the top security of both players' security stack. Purple then gets to bring back a Deviumon. Black's turn, Black plays a Sudamon, evolving into a Toy Agumon. Crest Garurumon then attacking the security stack, hitting a Malamyotismon and being defeated. And then attacking with Tumon to win the game. Crest Garurumon is kind of cool. I do like Crest Garurumon. I look forward to using him some more. Red's still in a really good place. I think if anything, Red's probably our most professional of decks, if we could say that. Green's pretty good. We saw lots of Digisorption today. I know in the future Digisorption kind of disappears and we go back into like Digibursting. Burst I think is pretty cool. Yellow, we need to get a Shine Greymon basically because that's how we're kind of building that deck now. We can obviously, if we don't get anything, we can always go back and do something else. Purple is... I like purple, but it's not doing anything particularly great at the moment. I think when we get more into 4 and 5, we can look at what we're going to build then. But right now, because it matches around the Megas,
We have a couple of weird megas. It's kind of weird, but it's still not too bad. And black's cool. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Always enjoying doing this. The editing is always a crazy, unfun part of this, but I really do enjoy making these videos. If you haven't already, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Try and get it out there in the world. Let people know that people are doing this. I know not this isn't everyone's cup of tea, and a lot of people now just want to see deck profiles. And they want to see just matches for tournament wins. But right now, while there's no massively official tournaments going on, take everything with a grain of salt when it comes to a deck profile. But yeah, we're out. Peace out. Goodbye. Love you all. Have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye.